Welcome to another episode of the Sims 3 Let's Play. We're playing Duck Glad, and it's been a while since I uploaded my last episode. If you watched my intro video I made for the channel, you'll know that I'm sick, and I still my voice still isn't 100% back, and I'm coughing every now and then. So I will try my best to edit all that out, but I just wanted to make another episode because it's been a while and I wanted to progress this guy's life a little bit as well. So, upon returning, though, I realized that we may have a problem. So, Doug is engaged to Haley Shepard. I have no idea how old she is, but the wedding's next. That is a small problem, and not really a big problem. We'll probably be fine. Um, I'm saying it's a problem because we had a birthday party, which turned into a Christmas party. At said party, somebody died. Then I planned a bachelor party after having gotten engaged, and Charles the lizard, whom I just named Charles that episode, also died. And at the bachelor party, we essentially turned it into a funeral. So, needless to say, I think Doug is not very good at throwing parties. So I'm a little bit worried about the wedding and what might happen. I have no idea. Anything is possible at this point. That is not what the main problem is, though. The main problem is that Doug will become an elder in 14 days. So, uh, we might be starting to run out of time here, unfortunately, because we want to get married and have a kid. And so my plan was that, for this Let's Play Sims 3, Season 1, if you will, it's all about Doug Glatt, right? Doug Glatt's life. But I was hoping for the second season that we could continue his legacy with one of his kids. Um, but this season, I might not be able to do that because I don't know what happens if Doug dies and his wife dies, and I'm left with a kid that's not fully grown yet. Um, I have no idea what's going to happen. Maybe you guys can let me know. Because here's the thing. A baby is about 3 days. Then a toddler for 7. A child for 7. And a teenager for 14. And then they're a young adult and can live on their own. So we have 31 days of a child's development. Um, and he turns an elder in 14 in less than half of that. So I have a feeling that Doug will die before this kid that we are hopefully are gonna have is gonna be old enough to be on her own. So I may have a solution to that problem. Um, and that would be to utilize um, adoption services. We can adopt a kid that is not a baby and is slightly further ahead in its child development. So we can maybe cheat the system a little bit. It seems kind of crude to just adopt a kid because, well, we want the show to continue at some point. I'm not saying we're gonna do season 2 right after season 1. I think I'm gonna play a bunch of other games first, but eventually it would be nice to maybe do a season 2 if there's enough people interested in it and if I want to play it. So we may have to keep that in mind. I think we're gonna wait till the end of this episode though to to decide that. This episode is all about the wedding. We're gonna try to get married. So let me do some thinking here, and then I'll come right back, because I'm gonna have to come up with a game plan, and that's gonna involve me thinking, which doesn't always go that well. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Okay, I think the first thing is that we're gonna have to do is we're just gonna have to schedule a time for that wedding. So let's throw a party, and then we'll see what time frame we're working with. Okay, so party type, wedding party. So I guess it would have to be today. It is Thursday. We can probably do it today. 7 p.m. maybe? In 12 hours? Formal, not a bad idea. I would say let's invite everyone. Okay, so there's only a certain number of people allowed. I think this is probably a relative of Haley's because of the same last name. Other than that, we have an old friend. She should probably be there. All these guys are acquaintances, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so the wedding will start at 7 p.m. We want to probably buy some stuff and set up for that right now. So let me get that all done, and then I'll show you what I came up with. Alright, so this is kind of what I came up with. I added some trees and stuff. I'm not sure about the chairs. I'm thinking that they're just gonna show up when the event starts. I'm not entirely sure. I got a wedding cake and a buffet table. If the wedding cake doesn't quite make it to the end of the day, I might just have to buy another one. And obviously, so we just did it right on our yard here. So I think it'll look good. I think it'll be a nice little event. Provided nobody, dies. So I did not invite the Grim Reaper, so we should be okay. So now that that's done and it's gonna start, he's just gonna take care of his needs here. I think he needs some fun, so play some computer games and then shower and use the bathroom. Yeah, I realized that I may have been focusing on his career too much, which is why we're starting to run out of time, unfortunately. There is an option to stay young, but I think it costs quite a bit. Age freeze, but that's 65,000 life points, and he only has 42. So I actually haven't bought a single life point yet, so I'm not sure what we can do. Inheritance, they'll just give us a bunch of money. I don't know if that would be cheating or not. Something to consider. You guys can let me know. I know there's a few that helped me with his needs. Hardly hungry. He doesn't have to eat as much, obviously. There's something like iron bladder or something. Steel bladder. He never has to go to the bathroom anymore. I'm not sure what else there is, but anyway, there's a few things we can probably do. So, and yeah, it looks nice with the sun coming in. Love all the colors, man. That's awesome. Fall is just, it's spring, but nonetheless, like, it's such a beautiful time of the year, really. I love it. So many different colors you can see on the trees, at least where I live. There's a good chance we might be able to do more than just a wedding in this episode. We'll see, because it probably won't take that long to do that. We may decide to go for the adoption this episode yet. And it's certainly one thing I'll do for sure, and it's going to make the episodes much more interesting. Because first of all, we have Haley move in. So we have another person that we need to take care of, and we might have a kid, so we gotta keep that thing alive. So the days will go by slower, I think, because we're gonna have more time. We're skipping less time because we're focusing on more than one person now, which is it's just gonna be more interesting for me and you guys. So there's something else I learned. Um, I was playing my own Sims game on the side for not to record, but to just play another game. And I got married in that game, and it's something that I didn't realize, but the the marriage fell apart. I don't know why. It's not something I decided. Somehow, one of the two cheated, and the other partner wanted a divorce. But we had oh dear. But we had kids at that point, so it was kind of um, interesting because they stayed. Both partners lived in the same house still, and but they were divorced. So I'm hoping that I can avoid that for Doug. I might have to pay more attention to the spouse, right? Maybe I can mitigate that way. But I felt like maybe I missed it somehow. But the spouse that cheated, maybe somehow um, I didn't see it that they were on the computer maybe and talking to people. I don't know. We'll do our best to avoid it, but it certainly threw a curveball at uh, at that game. So it'll certainly make this interesting as well, more dramatic. Um, might be difficult to pursue that perfect life. Oh yeah, setting everything up for the wedding cost about almost $2,500, so not cheap. So we can maybe sell some stuff after the wedding, the trees. One thing maybe we'll check with the adoption, adoption services. I just want to see what options we have. Not gonna go for it yet, but just curious. Okay, so they're just gonna send a social worker by, I guess. Oh, okay. Baby, toddler, or child, and then we can pick the gender. Let's have a quick look here. Obviously, if we go with the baby, we'll have probably not enough time before that kid is old enough. Toddler, we might have similar problem. We may have to go for a child. If we get a child, the most it's gonna be is 21 days. Um, Still a chance that we won't have enough time, but it gives us the best chances. So we might want to consider going adopting a child. As for the gender, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I'm prone to lean towards female just because we're playing with a male right now, but and just to mix it up. Um, but it doesn't really matter. You guys can let me know in the comments if you have a preference one way or another. Um, though that being said, I might have to decide before this episode comes. It might be part of this episode, so I might have to decide on my own. So we'll see. All right, 3.5 hours till the wedding. Maybe we want to invite Haley over and then take care of our needs and get ready. Looks like she's got some kind of nurse outfit. I think she did say that she was working in the medical field, so. And it's interesting that we don't really know that much about her either. She could have some negative traits, which could make this even more interesting. I'm not sure. They're complaining about not being able to get somewhere. Is the house too small? Oh, 6 o'clock. Wedding is in an hour. Alright, people are starting to show up. Fingers crossed nothing goes sideways, huh? We'll try to catch it. What are you doing? Yeah, you don't need to flirt with me. I'm getting married. Just so you know. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. It's time to get married. Somehow they just keep canceling what I'm wanting to do, so let's try it again. It's after 7. It's time to go. Are you guys coming? Let's go. What you waiting for? There you go. Now they're all going. Are we not getting married here or what? Let's go. Am I not able to leave? Is that why? Okay. Starting to make our way over. Are we? It's incredible how long it takes for him to get out of the house. Oh, he's walking over there. She gonna get ready? Oh, okay, so they're both there now. No wedding dress, I guess. I didn't realize he wears glasses. There you go. There's a ring. Oh. I wonder why she didn't change into a wedding dress. Oh, so I can choose between my house and her house. I think we want to stay in this house. And she'll become a glat. I'm okay with that. This will be your new household. Yes. Looks like she's bringing about $1,500, which is fine. All right. Next up is cut the cake and eat some food. It's funny that they're not cutting the wedding cake. Are you gonna? Oh, there you go. Perfect. Hardy, hardy. Let's go. Oh yeah, of course, our computer is on fire. And the wedding couple's inside. Beautiful. Let's figure out what she's all about. Absent-minded, bookworm, good, hopeless romantic, and a dog person. And she's 7 days older than I am. Man, I think... You guys think it makes sense to have our own kid at this point? Like... She wants... Her lifetime wish is that she wants to be a girlfriend for 10 different Sims. It's probably not gonna happen. There's really not much not worth noting at this party other than what we just watched, so... I think it's already midnight anyway, so I think we should probably ask everybody to leave. Let's turn that off. It's midnight after all. Looks like they both have a couple days off as well, so we can get kind of settled and figured things out. I'm thinking we should adopt a kid. I'm not really sure if it's responsible to have our own kid, especially at their age. I may have focused on his career too much. Okay, so Haley's already up. She's gonna start cleaning up a little bit. I'm gonna clean up out here. There you go. Everything's gone now. She's not really that advanced in her career anyways. I think if we adopt a kid, I think she'll just retire. It'll just make more sense that way. I'll just let her do her thing for now. Oh, let's clean it up. Why don't you call? You can call. Call the adoption services. Oh, she's got a car. I definitely want to do something about the outside of this house at some point here. I know that we changed the siding. I think we did. Didn't we? Am I imagining that? Yeah, no, I don't think we did anything. So nothing's been done on the outside other than we got rid of those sunflower plants. Adoption. Okay. We're gonna go for child, and I think we're gonna go for female. I'm gonna have to look into this symbol as well. Not sure what that means. I think we might just call the episode here, actually. I know I just called the adoption services, but it might just be a bit of a shorter episode. All we're gonna do, really have done this episode, is get married. Next episode, life's gonna take another step in a new direction, and we're gonna have a kid. This household has grown. This is gonna have grown really fast. So nothing wrong with that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you actually enjoyed it, and hit subscribe if you haven't and you want to stick around. And what else is there to say? I think that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys in the next episode.